So I guess we should be somewhat happy for this movie, despite the fact that everyone who says they've seen it says it's stupid as hell. But Minecraft, one of the biggest games in the world. Never underestimate the power of kids pestering their parents. When it comes to something like, I don't know, Snow White, where, parents are probably the ones thinking of, oh, hey, we can bring them to the movies for a little bit to shut them up for an hour and a half. No, kids are like, I want to see Minecraft. I want to see Minecraft. I want to see an overweight, middle-aged man portraying Steve. You know, I so the kids are pestering the parents, I'm sure. And I mean, it really is, it's a kids movie. I mean, people who've seen it is like, yeah, it's definitely a kids movie because if you're an adult and you're sitting there watching it, you're gonna find it stupid as hell. Um, but you know, it's been successful. $301 million opening weekend. Those are big, big PP numbers. Um, and quite frankly, like I said, it's mostly kids. I mean, I don't know any adults who play Minecraft. I know there's adults who go in, like, they'll do some pretty cool stuff. Like, I've seen people build the entire land of Hyrule in Minecraft. Um, People have been working on, like, Azeroth, building that in Minecraft, trying to get a working dark portal going on. So they'll do that stuff, but they're not actually like playing the apparent like story mode of the game. Um, so I mean, I've tried to play the game once ages ago, and I could. It's so fucking boring for me personally. I find it boring. Um, but anyway, box office Juggernaut. I'll be the first to admit when I was wrong. And when I'm wrong, yikes. Oh, yikes. Am I right? Yeah, I was completely blindsided. He was bamboozled. When I first saw the trailer for a Minecraft movie, I mean, and don't get this mixed up, just because it's making a lot of money doesn't mean it's a good movie. Again, do not underestimate children annoying their parents. So just because this movie made a lot of money doesn't mean it's a good movie. No. Every adult who's seen it is like, no, it is stupid as hell. Like, if you're going to watch this movie, you need to turn your brain off completely because it is stupid. The dialogue is stupid. The visuals are stupid. The plot is stupid. Everything about this movie is stupid. You need to turn your brain off. But just because it's, made a lot of money doesn't mean it's like a good movie. So it's the name Minecraft that's bringing people in. And by the time they realize that the movie's bad, well, it's too late. They've already paid. Um, I was watching it with my son, who admittedly loves Minecraft. I figured, hey, this could be a fun one to catch in theaters. But his reaction, basically the same as mine: a scrunched up face, followed by a brutal, "This looks stupid. I don't want to see it." Sounds like a smart kid. That should have been the red flag for the studio, right? In the core fan base, the kids who grew up building and battling in Minecraft weren't hyped. How could this movie possibly succeed? Well, I guess the joke's on me or him or us. Because not only did Minecraft, the movie, succeed, it absolutely annihilated the box office. Yeah, so you want to see an actual successful movie, despite the fact that it's terrible? This. Like, this big PP numbers with that. And then you have something like Snow White, and people were still going to try to say that when you have this now to compare it to, you, Snow White was not successful at all. At all. By any measure. 157 million opening weekend, 301 million globally. While Snow White has been out for what, 3 weeks, and it's barely made like 200 million. So sure, keep trying to gaslight people into believing that Snow White was a huge financial success. Um, That's not just solid, that's historic. It's the biggest domestic debut of 2025 and the largest opening weekend for a video game movie ever. Even going so far as bigger than Super Mario Brothers, bigger than Sonic, way bigger than anyone projected. Of course, you get the "I told you so" coming from the peanut the peanut gallery after the fact. But I mean, I think I said that I know the movie's gonna be stupid, which it is. Um, but because it's a kids thing, based on a video game, I kind of knew that it was gonna make something. Unlike, say, Snow White, where I'm like, yeah, no one's gonna go see it. No one. I mean, they're gonna have the parents who are gonna waste, want to shut their kids up for an hour and a half. But this movie, you're gonna have a lot of people just due to the name. Um, so I knew it would make a lot of money, and I also knew that the game would just the movie would be stupid as hell. As soon as I'm like, yeah, it looks fucking stupid. Um, but but analysts were cautiously optimistic, expanding 70 to 90 million dollars tops. Oh, sorry, I only got like 2 hours sleep. I thought after Snow White, the audiences were telling Hollywood they were sick of what was on the surface, here to at least initially, as pandering nonsense. Instead, it dropped 157 million creeper explosion right in the middle of Hollywood's struggling box office. Even more jaw-dropping, it pulled another 144 million overseas for a total of 300 million worldwide in just a few days. For a movie based on a game made of literal blocks and featuring 48% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, it's pretty damn impressive. What happened here? I'm still trying to process all of it. He's got PTSD. He's like, why are we here? Just to suffer. I mean, a part of me gets it. People are exhausted by the culture war and media. They don't want heavy-handed messaging, politics, or reboots stuffed with check boxes. Sometimes what they want is a good old-fashioned fucking. And Sal's the one to give to you. Or Crispy. Crispy. People don't get the reference. The Practical Jokers, one of the punishments was they had Sal go into like a room. He was told that it would be a room full of like kids and he has to scare them straight. But he had like those sunglasses on where he can't see crap in front of him. And instead of a room full of children, he gets a room full of elderly people. And at the end, he's like says something about giving them all a good old fashioned fucking. So I mean, he hesitates for a while, and it takes him a few seconds to kind of get it out finally, but a good old fashioned fucking. Um, so, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, but the trailer didn't exactly scream in a loud way. This could be a can't miss family hit. I guess you never miss, huh? If anything, it looked to be along the lines of that major flop that was the Borderlands movie. Yet here we are. Even though film's weird casting choices. I am Steve. Jason Momoa being in a Minecraft movie with a neon pink jacket didn't stop it. Heck, the director was Jared Hess, the guy behind Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre. Nacho Libre, another movie that Jack Black worked on. On paper, that this should have been niche at best, and yet somehow it resonated with what feels like everyone: kids, teens, adults, grandparents, cats, dogs, the flowers that are outside of your house, the meteorites. I mean, everything, everyone. The planets move themselves closer just to see the movie. Like, our gravitational pull is now out of whack because all the planets and the stars were like, oh, we gotta see it, we gotta see it, we gotta see it, we gotta see it. like a cinematic Swiss Army knife, except not as dangerous. The secret weapon. To be fair, Warner Brothers went in. Oh my god. What happens when you only get 2 hours? Went all in on promotion. According to the reports, this was their largest brand partnership campaign ever. Even more extensive than Barbie. Huh. We're talking about collabs with McDonald's, Doritos, Oreo, Poppy Soda, and more. 45 total partners blitzing every media channel possible. And a Game On Expo in Phoenix right now with my son. And there's even a booth dedicated to the Minecraft movie. Anywhere you go, you couldn't not hear about the Minecraft movie. While the critics are still while the critics all collectively groaned, the kids and families showed up, and now Warner Brothers has a new tentpole franchise, whether we like it or not. For starters, this curse is officially broken between the Super Mario Brothers movies, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Sonic the Hedgehog. We're in a new golden age of game-to-film adaptations. Yeah, all of those movies were really, 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 really good. Like, really good. You know, they're even better when you don't get to watch them in theaters, because then you don't have to worry about the people sitting next to you talking the entire fucking time and just not giving you a real chance to enjoy it. You know, being able to sit in the comfort of your own home and watch it, you're like, oh, I didn't get to see that part because the people next to me wouldn't shut the hell up. Which was pretty much how it was for me for the FNAF movie. I mean, the people sitting, it was like, I think it was like two chicks and a guy, and the dude was just talking the entire time, like, oh yeah, that's the blah blah blah, and he was like explaining the movie the entire time. They're chatting. It's like, oh my god, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, please, just shut up. It just you turn over them. I always come back. Hollywood has finally figured out how to crack the code. Code breakers. Code breaker, Game Shark, an action replay. They've got the codes now. They can maybe Mr. T hack a game. I make so many of these references I doubt people even fucking know. Not by being faithful to the story, but by tapping into the vibe. That's the word nowadays with these kids. Oh, that is such a vibe. And for some adults, like, OMG, that is such a vibe. Oh my god, that attitude is such a mood. What are you? You're pushing 40. You sound like a teenager. A vibe, sus, hoggers. What? You're gonna give us one of these next? I mean, come on. Come on. Nostalgia plus spectacle equal money printer. Yeah, like I said, I've said this before. You make not really a good movie, but a movie that doesn't pander, the movie will basically be just printing its own money. You know, because people are tired of the political nonsense thrown into everything. So even though the movie is stupid as hell, it's not sitting there preaching to you. So you can just turn your brain off and just like, huh, he said the name of the movie. You know, you don't have to worry about, oh, gee, what do you know? What do you know? I'm being preached to about how I'm white and I am the source of all evil. Oh, gee, they made a misogynistic joke, you know, or a misandrous joke, rather. Oh, ho, ho, men can't do anything without the females around, and oh, gee, now I'm being told racism. Oh, man, I'm so glad I paid $15 for my ticket. You know, sometimes they just want to. Uh, okay. You know, for like an hour and a half. For an hour and a half, you know. Um, see the Borderlands movie for Exhibit A on that one. But as someone who's deeply critical of the industry's current trajectory, especially when it comes to how identity politics and hollow cash grabs are dominating gaming, this one is hard to explain. On one hand, it's refreshing to Minecraft didn't lean into ideological pandering, at least from early takes and on general thoughts. On the other hand, it just didn't look like a good movie. Yet, here we are. And now, for some god-forsaken reason, I find myself wanting to see it. Maybe it's the FOMO. Who knows? Life is strange. Life can be strange sometimes like that. I dare say life is strange. I guess at the end of the day, I underestimated the power of brand recognition, simplicity, and sheer marketing muscle. Maybe audiences were just that hungry for something easy to digest. Yeah, that's pretty much it. No political pandering, no sitting there having to listen to, oh, yeah, racism bad and white people source of evil and blah, blah. No, it was just like a go in the movie, watch Jason Momoa be fucking stupid for an hour and a half, Jack Black being Jack Black for an hour and a half, crappy CGI, terrible dialogue. But, you know, it got your kid to shut up for a little bit. And despite the fact that the movie wasn't very good, it wasn't preachy. So it's refreshing. You know? It's like having something extremely spicy, but then having something, you know, putting something less like a jalapeno, you know, you're eating like ghost pepper or whatever, and then you put like a jalapeno in your mouth to cool it down. It's like it's still bad. It's still not going to cool it down, but you know, like well, it's helping a little bit. Uh, Final thoughts. I haven't seen the Minecraft movie, but at this point, I probably will. Clearly, I was in the minority. Minorities. The movie has absolutely crushed expectations and given Warner Brothers they are desperately needed win after a string of box office flops and game studio closures. And if this keeps up, we're probably going to see Minecraft 2 Electric Boogaloo, a spin-off starring Enderman, and who knows what else. Take care of yourself and each other. Uh, the final thoughts. That's unfortunate since Jack Black is a woke clown. I'm never watching anything with him again. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, that's kind of most of Hollywood. So, unlike the left, who can pick and choose who they want to watch because there's not a whole lot of many open conservatives in Hollywood, the right, it's a little different. Pretty much all of Hollywood is left leaning. So if you're going to say, oh, well, I'm not watching him, you might as well just stop watching movies, TV shows, playing games, all together because it's all left wing stuff. They're all left wingers. You know, it's like YouTube. You know, it's like, oh, well, I'm not watching them again. It's like, you do know that most of the popular YouTubers are leftists, right? Like, I watch Rhett and Link all the fucking time. I know what they go. I know how they vote and all that, but they're cool dudes. So I don't care because if you're gonna sit there and like, oh, I'm not gonna watch this character or this actor or whatever. If you're on the right, you're really limiting yourself to what you can watch, because again, entertainment is dominated by the left. So you're saying, oh, I don't like Jack Black because he's a woke clown. Well, pretty much every other actor or actress is a woke clown. So might as well just not even bother going outside. Keep the TV off, keep the games off, keep whatever. Just so. But yeah, name recognition, popularity of the game, and parents being pestered by their kids. So, I mean, again, just because it made a lot of money doesn't mean it's a good movie. Doesn't mean it's a good movie. People are gonna try to say that it's a good movie because it made a lot of money. It's not. You know, because you don't know it's a good movie until you get there. You've already paid to see the movie, so you know. But anyway, I mean, good on the movie, I guess. People like it. People like it. If they don't, they don't. But it's, I guess, again, refreshing for something to not be sitting there and preaching to you the entire time, where you can just turn your brain off and use it as an escape, which is what entertainment like movies are meant to be. They're meant to be an escape. You're not supposed to go from your boring, in real world crap, dealing with the pandering and people telling you that, oh, you're white, you're the source of all evil, and then going to watch a movie and then having to sit there for an hour and a half having to deal with the same stuff. No, you want to be able to switch your brain off and just mindlessly watch a movie. So this movie looks like it managed to do that. Um, so good on it, I guess. Anyway, that's gonna do for me. Let me guys know if you guys saw the movie and what you thought of it. But yeah, that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.